Microphone check. 1, 2. All right, man. Where are we going? Where are we going? All right, I'm ready, man. Let's begin. All right, daily problem. Let's see what's up. Count binary substrings. Given a binary string S, return the number of non-empty substrings that have the same number of zeros and ones. And all the zeros and all the ones in these substrings are grouped consecutively. Substrings that occur multiple times are counted the number of times they occur. Dang. So this is an easy problem, they say. This doesn't sound so easy, especially 10 to the 5th constraints, but let's try and figure it out. So they say there are 6 substrings that have equal number of consecutive ones and zeros. We got 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. All of these different ones. Notice that some of these substrings repeat and are counted the number of times they occur. Also, the whole thing is not a valid substring because all of the zeros and ones are not grouped together. So I think I'm thinking I have to. Did I do this problem recently? I feel like I've done this recently. But my first thought is about streaks, you know, like how many consecutive zeros and how many consecutive ones. So maybe I have to remember each streak, and so I have to remember the previous streak and then the current streak. And anytime I detect that the previous character is not the same as the current character, or anytime the streak breaks, then I gotta take the minimum of the 2 streaks. Let me try to show you what I mean. So if this is our input, then we can start our previous streak as 0, and then our current streak would be also 0. But then now let's process each number. So 0, this is a new streak, so I guess we can say 1 is our current streak, and we go to the next one. It's the same as the last character, so it's a streak of 2. Then we go to the next character. This breaks the streak. So now we take the minimum of the current streak and the previous streak once the streak is broken. And that's 0, so we don't add anything here. But now our previous streak is 2, our current streak is 1. And then we go next, our current streak is 2. and the streak is broken, so we add previous of the current. Is it how much? Yeah, and then we can add 2 to our answer. And then the previous is 2, and the current now is 1, and we go next. Current 2, streak is broken. We add the minimum, and then that, and then whatever, we start over, and then one more time at the end, so that will give us 6. That's how I think we can solve the problem. So let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll try and implement that. So previous streak, I'm gonna say 0. And then now I will iterate through each character, but maybe I'll say, maybe I'll do like this. Previous character is something. What did I say? It's only digits in here, right? So I just put like an empty, some other character that's not 1 or 0, and then I'll iterate through. And then I'm gonna say if they're different. So if SI is not equal to previous character, then we have the broken streak, and we should add the minimum of this and the current streak. And then I guess you can move the previous streak or the current streak to previous, and then we can reset the current streak to 1. Otherwise, if they're the same, then we just increment the current streak. And then maybe here we can set the previous character to the current character, SI. And then what? Is that it? And I guess we do this one more time at the end. That's what my mind thinks when I see this problem. Let's see. Hey, Elite Whale, log on. How you doing, man? Is it too easy? I mean, man, they rate this an easy problem, but I'm not sure. I guess that's like, it is easy, but not as easy as some other easies. So I guess it's like a easy medium or something. Let me see what star I have this in. Like, why is it saved? Top 100 easies that are hard. Wow, I have it in. I wonder when I put it in that list. Let me see when I solved this last. Dang, I just solved it like 2 weeks ago, a month ago. That's what I thought. Let me see what I did back then. A month ago. Pretty much the same. A little bit different style of implementation, but the idea is more or less the same. Anyways, not super interesting problem for me. Should I do yesterday's daily, or should I just jump straight into another easy problem? I don't do that, man. Hey, Ricky Wong, how you doing? You usually stream twice in a day. No, only on Mondays and Wednesdays, because I've been streaming LeetCode on Mondays and Wednesdays for like the past three years, man. So I don't want to really change that. It's my main schedule, you know. And then since I don't have a job anymore, I just stream Monday through Fridays in the weekdays as well, to like try and hold myself a little bit accountable for Type Blazer. And it's coming along pretty good, man. The whole typing website, I feel maybe a couple more weeks and it's gonna be really polished, hopefully. I mean, there's been a lot of bugs in the last few days, man, but I think I've ironed out many issues. So I can't wait until that's actually working fully. Anyways, we're gonna do Leet Rooms, virtual. Let me do a virtual contest. TypeRacer just has so many ads now. I don't know how long it's been like this. Hey, it's been so long. TypeRacer is the reason. It's both my inspiration and like my source of hatred or something, man. I hate that website, but I also like it so much. I hate it because there are so many ads, and if I didn't have ad blocker, I think it always slows it down so much, man. And then it's like the UI looks like it's from 1998. And anyways, but I still like type racing. Sir Lord Good, what's happening? Do you do code forces? I don't. Code force is too intense, man. How fast do I type? I'd say anywhere from 85 to 95 on average, but I can hit triple digits if the passage is right. It's really something else when the ads have layout shift as you're trying to race. Yeah, that's annoying for sure, man. So I've always wanted to build a type racer like website, and I just thought, man, I'm not gonna put that much effort into building that. But ever since the LLM's been really bumping, I was like, hey, maybe now is my chance to try and build this dang thing, you know? That was a few years ago. Wait, last time I tested on monkey type, I got a 94 on. Yeah, monkey type I'm a little bit faster because it's just dictionary mode, you know? But if I have to type weird words and punctuation and capitalization, it's like I'm going down to 70s, you know? All right. Anyways, after all talking all that nonsense, we should just do a little type racer or one type blazer real quick, and then I'll do a virtual contest. Let's test things out, man. Talking all that nonsense about, I think it's pretty stable. Let's see. Let's see how it's gonna be. It's just me and you, Ricky, or if anyone else is out there who wants to join us, now's your chance. All right, let's just do it. Me and you. If anyone else wants to join, they'll have to wait. Man, I can't spell these words though. Very slow, man. That was crazy. Wait, what happened? I noticed he had a late start. Did some weird thing happen with Wait, one of my favorite features of TypeRacer is Control A or Command A to just restart the word. I think I started late because I was watching. Oh, I see. Dang, Control A or Command A to restart the word. I didn't know you could do that. I'll try and remember some of these hotkeys and implement them. Hey, we have 2 spectators in here, but hey, usually you can like do another race, but I don't see that. Maybe that's a bug in the UI. Anyways, we're here for LeetCode today, man. We're not type racing. Let me do a virtual contest. Doesn't directly restart. It's just select all and start typing. So it's basically restarted. I see. Yeah, like select all. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna try and have that implemented for you. All right, LeetCode. Which contest do I need to do? I've missed out a lot, but I guess I can see the last one, 469. So I need to do 468. Or I have to do like all of them, man. But these are my virtual contests. 479. I guess I'll do 480 next. 480. This one right here. Here we go. Virtual contest starts. Practice. Are you better at Chi-Chi than LeetCode? Absolutely not, man. Chi-Chi Impact is like top in the world, you know? Like, this guy has gotten #1 overall in a contest, man. I've never even got in the top 100, you know? Not even close to top 100. I can't even solve Q4 on a contest. Anyways, here we go. Absolute difference between maximum and minimum elements. You're given an integer array nums and an integer k. Find the absolute difference between the sum of the k largest elements in the array and the sum of the k smallest elements in the array. Return an integer denoting this difference. All right, easy work. So large, wait, let me look at the constraints. No risk of overflow with ints, so I'll just use an int for large and small, and then I'll iterate k times, and then I guess this would be small. Well, first I'm going to sort them, and then this would be small. And then I'm going to reverse sort them. And then this would be large. And then you want to return the difference. So we're looking for 5 and 0. We got 5. We got 0. Q1, easy. Q2, reverse words with same vowel count. Hey, have I done this contest before? I don't think so, but we'll continue. You're given a string S consisting of lowercase English words, each separated by a single space. Determine how many vowels appear in the first word, then reverse each following word that has the same vowel count. Leave all remaining words unchanged. I hate string. This problem doesn't sound hard, but I hate string modification problems in C++. All right, let me try and do it though. So I'm thinking if I should split the strings and then reconstruct them back, or if I should try and do it in place. I'm gonna try and do this in place, but I think I'll regret my decisions. Here we go. So I'll iterate through each character. This is our current string. So I'm gonna be like, I need a thing to count my vowel. So I'll use a lambda. What am I doing? Counting a vowel. Or not counting, just returning Boolean if it's a vowel. So it's if it's equal to A, E, I, O, U, man. Oh shit. A, E, I, O, U. $1440p typing streamer. Hey, Spetsnaz Logic, what's happening? How you doing? Big bumpin'. Hey, do most people stream 1440p, or is it like kind of weird that I'm doing it? I didn't even know I could do it, man, until I just started messing with OBS. I don't even know if it's worth it. but I guess it can't hurt. All right, this is just telling us if it's a vowel. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to be like, I'm iterating through. This is my, why do I need my current string? I don't. I just need previous or word start maybe. I'll call it. De Jesus. What's happening? What would you say is the most amount of problems or hours to do LeetCode a day for improvement? Lately, I've been doing a few hours a day, 5 or so questions per day. I think a few hours a day is a good amount. I'd say about 10 hours a week minimum to get some improvement. I'd say 15 hours or more is probably better for studying LeetCode. 15 hours a week or more, you know. I think maybe anything like 5 hours a week is just maintaining. I don't think you're going to improve at any substantial rate if you don't study much. Hey, I think I just hit my 1500 problem, man. No, I did not. I'm at 1499. Jeez. All right. And I feel like I must have done this contest. Anyways, one more left. I don't know. All right, so we're saying if this current character is a space, then then we got to reverse or whatever. So if it's a space, we're gonna check one thing though at least. This is a little ugly. It's like some of the ugliest code. Anyways. So you're just mad confident when it comes to coding challenges? Nah, I'm not. Like, if you knew you had to do a LeetCode for a job, you'd kill it. I wouldn't kill it, but I'm not scared of LeetCode. I think I can work it out most of the time. Hey, Howlin, what's happening? How you doing, man? Welcome to the party. Ramen is life. What's poppin'? How you liking the Mac Studio? I'm liking it, I guess. I don't have any complaints, really. I guess I might keep it. I have to decide if I'm keeping it or if I'm returning it by next week, but I might just keep it. Yeah, long time no see. Hey, your stream is too late for me, man. I'm not staying up that late. But, you know, it's good to see you. I know you're pretty active on LeetCode and streaming. Hey, I've been thinking about that Mac, the Mac Mini, man, but I don't know if I should buy another Mac right now. I'm thinking, like, I just want to try out OpenClaw, but I don't even know what to use it for, man. I don't even know what I need it for or anything. Mac Mini is sweet too? Yeah, it is, but I got the Mac Studio, you know. Anyways, let me try and do this. I don't feel like I do enough to warrant OpenClaw. It's cool that, but I don't think I need it. Yeah, I don't think I need it either. At least not right now. Alright, so what am I trying to do? I'm trying to do all types of weird things where there's so many if statements here. I don't like it, but it is what it is. I think I saw you pay for every API call on it too. Not sure if that's right or not. Yeah, I'm not sure either. But that sounds expensive if that's true. All right, let me think. So in the space, I'm trying to check. I guess if this is happening, don't do anything. So I guess only if our current vowels is set, or our first vowels. This might be off by one, man, but we'll see. So we do that, and then maybe we can say word starts equal I plus 1. Let me think here. So we count the vowel if it is, and then we have to reset current vowels. Is that gonna work, man? I doubt that will work, but I'm gonna see what it does. It didn't do anything. That's crazy talk, man. Increment that. Oh, you know what, man? I gotta say first, if this is our first time, then we should set this. Some real sloppy code. But here we go. Cat DNA mice and case 2 book is nice. Dang, that's not right. Something ain't right, man. Oh, you know what? I gotta be like one more time at the end. If first vowels equal cur vowels. Run it one more time. Either I do that or I push a space at the end of S right here. Maybe I'll just run it one more time at the end. Oof. Should I just reverse till the end in this case? All right, let's see. Case book is Eason. That looks good. And banana healthy. Should I send this? I think so, man. I think I'm gonna just send it. I don't feel like to think of any test cases. So that's in place, C++. One of my weaknesses is manipulating strings in C++, man. Ugh, gross. Easy. Yes, it wasn't too bad though. The problem itself was easy, I'd say. All right, next question. Minimum moves to balance man, I swear I've done this contest, man. I don't even know. I should just quit right now. I think I've done all of these problems. I guess it's not going to show me during the contest. But, alright, if I've solved this problem, then I'm just going to find another contest, man. Because it was probably like a month ago that I did these. It's not time to redo them, like. Easy, Rexo, what's happening? How you doing? Well, maybe I didn't do this. Should I try it? Man, I'm pretty sure I've tried it though. Let me read. Minimum moves to balance circular array. You're given a circular array balance of length n, where balance I is the net balance of person I. In one move, a person can transfer exactly 1 unit of balance to either their left or right neighbor. Return the minimum number of moves required so that every person has a non-negative balance. If it is impossible, return -1. Note you're guaranteed that at most one index has a negative balance initially. Think you did try this? It feels familiar, man. Maybe I couldn't figure it out though. Alright, I don't know if I want to All right, that was a warm up virtual contest, man. That wasn't even the real one. I'm gonna just end it. Boo. Let me look. That was 480. Yeah, look at that. Virtual. No. Man, look at that. 480. But I guess I only did 2 problems in that. Oh, it looks like I was working backwards, not forwards. So I guess the next one I should do is 478. Not 480. All right, let's do that, man. 478. I wish it just told me if I did the virtual, you know, like on the UI right there. 478 right here. All right, here we go, man. Starts for real right now. Geez, medium for Q1. Count elements with at least k greater values. You are given an integer array nums of length n and an integer k. An element in nums is said to be qualified if there exists at least k elements in the array that are strictly greater than it. Return an integer denoting the total number of qualified elements in nums. What? Elements 1 and 2 each have at least k equal 1 element greater than themselves. Let me read that one. I don't even know. An element in nums is said to be qualified if there exists at least... Is this the research scientist one about scientists with paper scores or... Anyways, let me try and understand. Element in nums is said to be qualified if there exists at least k elements in the array that are strictly greater than it. So if I sort the array, I just need to see like where 1 is or something, or where no, hold on. Damn, you've been what? For a few years now. Super Vac Monk, what's happened? You've been at this. I see. Typo. Yeah, I've been doing LeetCode for a few years, man. My first LeetCode problem was in December 2019. And I started streaming in June 1st, 2021, LeetCode. And now it's 2026 and I'm still doing it. But life changed a whole lot. The only thing that stayed the same is I'm just doing LeetCode on Twitch, man. Alright, let me think about this though. Has the progress felt linear? No, the progress is not even positive slope, I'd say, man. My progress, I don't know. I've started to deteriorate. I've been at this so long. I'm past my peak, man. I don't study nearly as much. Yeah, I'm hitting the regression. Hey, Spoopdy, what's happening? I've seen to you as one of the first Type Blazer champions besides myself and Fluffy and my wife. Well, I think you're a Type Blazer champ. I saw it, man. I was trying to join that Type Blazer race, but I forgot. And then as soon as I joined it, I saw it. I was spectating, and I saw you racing. Anyways, Let me try and focus on this problem though. I was playing a bit at work. Hey, very nice, man. Thank you. So, how many elements? If there's at least k elements in the array that are strictly greater than it. So then I'd like do a lower bound on each element. So, right? So I can like sort nums. I don't even have to do it. Let me think. Upper bound? I can't even remember the difference between upper and lower bound these days, man. Did your program used to be called Typing Bowl? Norwegian Oiler, what's up? Typing Bowl? Nah. Type Blazer. I don't know what you're talking about. Bowl. Guess Cobra. Hey, what are you talking about, Norwegian Oiler? Did I put Typing Bowl somewhere? Anyways. At least this many elements greater than it. So if I sort, and then if I iterate through, and then I gotta be like, is it a, what's, alright, difference. I hate that I have to do this. I hate that I have to look it up, man. Upper bound. Hey, would greater than or greater than equal? Why can't I remember this silly stuff? Lower bound is inclusive. Okay. So I want the upper bound. I think I logged in with the same name as Type Racer, and Typing Bowl is something else. Yeah, I don't know what Typing Bowl is, but I do have a Type Blazer. I remember using Typing Bowl when Type Racer was down. Yeah, I don't know anything about Typing Bowl, man. But we're trying to, you know, get Type Blazer on the road. Where's I needed upper bounds? And then, how do we know how many elements in there? So if it minus I, so if this greater than equal to k, then this is a good one or something. I don't know if that's true. Oh, I gotta find the target. What's the target? Target is itself. Jesus. They should have made one called Type Laser, where if you lose a laser comes out and blinds you. Man, who wants to play that? Alright, something ain't right. I have, the answer says 3, so everything. Alright, let me see what the hell this is. Maybe this is like off by 1 or something. I'm just guessing. I should really debug and see what it is, man, but I'm kind of lazy. I'm just gonna guess that it's a -1 there. No, how can it be a -1? If anything, it's just... Let me think. Let me think about it. Up the stakes a little? Nah, you're crazy, man. I'm off my game with the 6. Hey, the passages are a little bit hard on Type Blazer because they got weird punctuation, they got capitalization, they got weird words that aren't like everyday words. They got science words, you know. They also have numbers and whatever. So I find my WPMs is lower on Type Blazer as well. Alright, I gotta do it. I don't know if I'm using the right one, man. Upper bound. That would be the first number that is larger than it. And then, oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. This is wrong. This should be nums.ends minus it. Come on, man. Can I... What? Oh. Alright. Let's see now. 2, 0. Should I send it? We're on Q1, man. I'm just gonna send it. That took too long. You know, so with the science word is not fair. Yeah. I know. It's like real grammar. I'm gonna have to downvote Type Blazer. No. I might need a casual speak section or something then. I need to add a feature request to disable science words. A dictionary mode is coming soon, or it's just gonna be easy common words or something. Alright, next problem, Q2. You guys ready for that? Here we go, man. Maximum substrings with distinct starts. You are given a string S consisting of lowercase English letters. Return an integer denoting the maximum number of substrings you can split S into, such that each substring starts with a distinct character. That is, no two substrings start with the same character. Huh. Interesting. Is it just the count of unique characters in there? Maybe. Should I just... Man, why am I so slow? Should I just use a set char? My brain is like not that quick these days. Like, why wouldn't it be the unique number of characters in there, you know? Let me read it just to be sure, like it's not a trick question. Is it a trick question, man? Because what the hell kind of question is this? Alright, 2, 4, 1. I'm gonna send it. What kind of question is that, man? What a terrible question. That should have been a Q1 or something. I just want an option where I type the alphabet AZ over and over. That sounds crazy, man. Or one word. It's just one word you type 50 times. Alright, Q3. Minimum absolute distance between mirror pairs. You're given an integer array nums. A mirror pair is a pair of indices ij such that ij is in bounds and Reverse nums I is equal to nums j, where reverse x denotes the integer formed by reversing the digits of x. Leading zeros are omitted after reversing. For example, reverse 120 is equal to 21. Return the minimum absolute distance between indices of any mirror pair. The absolute distance between indices ij is absolute this and that. Is this a two-sum problem where we just remember the most recent thing, and as we're iterating through we reverse the number and look for that? I think this is a two-sum. So they want the minimum distance, and then so I'll put an integer to integer, and this will map an integer to the last position that we seen it at. And how we're gonna do this? I think I can just use. I don't want to actually reverse a number. I'm gonna see if I can just toString reverse a string and then toInteger again. Even though it's not super efficient, it might be okay. So what am I doing? I'm iterating over every integer, every index in this array or in this vector, and I'm saying I'm gonna find the reverse. So man, the string is nums I, and then reverse it, and then we put it back to an int, and I'm going to call that targets. So string to integer s, and now I'm going to look up that target in our map. So if we find that target, then we should use it. So the distance is I minus target. Yeah. And then we put in our map our current number as is. Oh, but then if we didn't find anything, we got to return -1. -1, 1. No. Oh, geez. Something ain't right, man. So I put that in there. Oh. Wait. Maybe we have to go left to right, and then we also have to go right to left, man. Because, yeah, I see what I'm saying. Chomsky, what's happened? The majority of adult koalas have what? What are you talking about, man? Is that a fun fact for you? Like, how do you know that, man? How did you get to learn that? Alright, so I'll do another pass. So I'll reset my map, and then I'll just go from the back to the front, and then I'll do the same junk again. But then I guess it would be, I'm gonna just use absolute difference, man. That'll be alright, I think. Alright, 1, 0, 0. That, come on, man. Where am I messing up? Let me think. Wait, what is this? What is that? Who put that junk there? Almost championship race time. Oh, snap. Thank you very much, Clistar. I was about to forget. Alright, championship race is about to begin in 5 minutes, man. We're gonna do it. Oh, geez. This one should be -1. Hold on. So maybe I got something wrong. Maybe I only go from the front? I thought this was an easy problem, but apparently it's not. Anyways, this seems to be alright. Oh, because Num's I has to be reversed, not J. So it's not like either one. One very specific one is the reverse. So I think it's from right to left. Queen bees can lay up to 3,000 eggs a day. I did not know that they got that busy. Alright, I'm gonna submit this one. It's too easy, man. Where was I during this contest? Why didn't I take this contest? Q4 minimum operations to equalize subarrays. Who knows? But we got Type Blazer championship race coming up. We should do this. We got 2 minutes 50 seconds. I'll try and remember. But I do want to read this problem. But I don't know if I'll read this problem, I'm gonna miss the race. Alright. Ooh, this one looks like I cannot solve it based on how many people got accepted. Anyways, man. 2 minutes until the championship race. What's the link? The link is right here. But you gotta have an account to sign up. Let me see what happens if I don't have an account. Or it just tells me to sign in. Random Human US. What's up, man? We're waiting on the championship race coming up right now. And then I'm gonna go do a LeetCode problem after that. I think I finished this contest to the best of my abilities. I don't think I can do Q4, but damn, look at that. 906. That's a decent finish for me. I had it saved on my work computer. Hey, very nice. I tried to remember to do my championship races, but yesterday it wasn't working the whole day. But after I ended my earlier stream, I got it to work. I just had to run a database migration. And then I think it's been pretty stable, man. Like all day, everything's been working as expected. I even changed some things. I added a new favy icon or whatever you call it. I added this admin panel that I don't really want to go to right now. Wait, let me show you on another screen. I added this admin thing. Bug reports supposed to be working, so if you see a bug, you can use the report button. Anyways, hold up. 25 seconds. Wait, after stream I had an epic type racer random lottery of 3 people. 162, 157, 156. Dang. Some fast people out there rolling around those streets, man. Hey, this might be the biggest championship race ever. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, everybody. I need more passages, man. Alright. Oh, dang, I came second with an 87. Ricky Wong, 140 miles per hour. Super fast. Fluffy, what happened, man? Yeah, Fluffy, I thought you would have given Ricky Wong a run for his money because you're usually fast, but maybe not tonight, man. Maybe you're too used to the easy type racer words. We got the big words over here, man. I'm not used to typing on this keyboard still. Hey, Spoop the 59. Dang. Alright, look at that. Ricky Wong. Type Blazer champion of the hour. Alright, let me... Either I gotta set an alarm to remember the next championship race, or somebody has to remind me, man. I think I'll set the alarm, though. Timer for 57 minutes. I'll take third. Hey, Rob 256. I see you out there, man. Very nice. Yeah, 140 is crazy. All right, that was a good championship race, man. That was fun. I can't wait to see how this website evolves over time, to see if people like adopt it whenever I feel comfortable to post it on Reddit or wherever and share it with the rest of the internet. I really want to have private leaderboards so every streamer or whoever, they can have their own type racer leaderboard, like how I've been maintaining my own on my website. You know, it would be cool if anyone can just have their own dang thing like this, but on type Blazer instead. Anyways, keys are so touchy. I was stuck on one word for most of the time. Dang, you spilled some drinks in it or something? Remember the website I tried to show you, but when you checked it out, it wasn't working for some reason. Turns out I had an issue for like a week I wasn't aware of. Dang, I remember that day, Jesus. Well, looks like you fixed it, so that's nice. What was the issue? Or you don't have to say, actually. Man, Type Blazer is working, guys. They said it couldn't be done, man. They said you can't vibe code anything. I mean, it's still like not finished, but I think based on what I've seen, I think it's possible to vibe code something even more than this. I still don't know, something happened with my DNS. Dang. I should pack it up, start flipping burgers. No, man, you can't be saying things like that. Alright. I'm not even gonna attempt this Q4 because like 300 people solved it. I'm not one of those top 300 type people. So why don't we do another dang virtual contest? No, I didn't spill anything. It's just like I don't need to push hard on the keys to have them register, so I end up making a lot of errors. I see what you're saying. IV champion. How's it going, man? Got my LeetCode for the day in after seeing you do it. More fun doing it along. Hey, it's a lot more fun that way. That's why I like to do it on stream. Anytime I try and do LeetCode by myself, I never get far, man. Not gonna lie. I'm practicing concurrency related code challenges right now. My interview is 1 week away. I'm shook. Good luck, man. I don't really know anything good about concurrency. I don't think I can solve concurrency problems without heavy research, you know. Alright, what do you say we're gonna do another virtual contest? That one I just did was 478. Let me do 477. Did I do it? I don't think I've done this one. Here we go, man. Another virtual. Concatenate non-zero digits and multiply sum by 1. If you guys want to do the same thing I'm doing, here is a link. Wait, concatenate non-zero digits and multiply sum by 1. You're given an integer n. Form a new integer x by concatenating all the non-zero digits of n in their original order. If there are no non-zero digits, x equals 0. Let sum be the sum of digits in x. Return an integer representing the value of x times sum. What? Given the integer, concatenate a new integer, or form a new integer, concatenating all non-zero digits in their original order. I see. Okay. I'm just gonna turn it to a string. This is like cheating a little bit. So if it's not equal to a 0, we add it to that new string, and then, so this is x, they say. And then now we have to sum all the digits in x. Maybe I can just do that here. This is the sum. So if it's, I just add it, plus equal to c minus 0, I guess. That gives you the digit. And then return an integer representing the value of x. So I gotta cast times sum. I don't think I have to cast them both, but I'll just do it anyways. I know I don't have to cast them both, right? Typos, man, come on. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 0 and 1. Should I send that? Any chance of an overflow? Hopefully not. Sending it. Come on, man. What happened? What happened? Oh, when this, I see. Jesus Christ. Alright. Jesus, can't believe that. Anyways, next problem. Q2. Find maximum balanced XOR subarray length. Given an integer array nums, return the length of the longest subarray that has a bitwise XOR of 0 and contains an equal number of even and odd numbers. Did I also do this problem, man? Have I just done all these virtual contests? Wait, if no subarray exists, return 0. This problem sounds familiar, man. But let me think. So, longest subarray, bitwise XOR of 0. That means that every bit has an even number of occurrences in that subarray. But then even number, equal number of even and odd numbers, man. How do I do this problem? Let's think. This answer is 4 because this subarray 0, an equal number of even and odd. There's 10 to the 5th. Maybe I have to do an even count prefix sum, an odd count prefix sum, and then I don't know, I find the XOR? Man, I don't feel like doing any more LeetCode. All right, let me gather my mind, man. I'm getting fatigued. I'm running low on brain juice. I think I don't have the same focus as I used to, or maybe I've just been too busy vibe coding all day, man. All right, let me think. Let me think a little bit. How do you know same number of even and odds? Maybe we can have like same number of even and odds, but also the bitwise XOR has to equal to 0, man. It's like too many constraints for me. But so many people solved it. Makes me feel it ain't that hard. But I'm just missing some type of key observation, I think, or hard subarrays. Let me think. XOR 0. We need even number of all the bits. Cool Matt from YouTube, what's poppin'? How do you solve it for same number of even and odd without the XOR? Without the XOR, I would use prefix sums. So for even numbers, maybe I'll give it a +1. For odd numbers, I'll give it a -1. And then I'll use that current sum and then set the prefix sums up. And then look for, like, you know, a target sum to make sure that between 2 points there has been no change, so it would be evened out. But how do I make sure that it's also gonna XOR to 0? That's tripping me out, man. So I'm pretty sure if it was just even and odds, I could solve it. But with this new requirement, I can't think of what to do. At least not yet. So an XOR means only one bit can be, or an odd number of bits have to be turned on. So what, do I like try to remember all the places that have, man, am I overthinking this? Here's what I'm thinking that could potentially solve this problem, but I think it's a little bit overkill. If we did the prefix sums, we could find a list of candidates where it has an even number of odd and evens, the same number of odd and evens. That would give us all the indices that would match, and then we can check all those indices and also do a prefix sum on all of the bits there or something. I don't know. Let me think a little bit more. Knights XC33, how you doing, man? Welcome to the party. Bitwise XOR. I guess think. Hey Brett, what's happening? How you doing, man? Thinking about prefix sums is a good idea. Yes, good idea for prefix sums. But XOR is tripping me up, man. Unless it's some crazy, you gotta do an XOR and prefix sums on every bit or something like that. I think you should just do one problem at a time. So you think I should solve the equal number of even and odds first? Alright, I'm gonna try and solve the XOR alone by itself, because I feel like I've already solved the equal number of even and odds. Yeah, but I have not figured out how to solve the XOR by itself. I think the XOR, is it the same where you take the XOR and then your target is just the same XOR number? Is it just a double prefix sum, man? And then you just make sure that the indices are the same on them. Prefix XOR just works. Yeah, I don't know how to prove it works or anything, but I remember in the past it used to just work for me, and I forget how I convinced myself it works. XOR is just summing in a different algebra sense. Right, it's like summing and mod 2 almost, or something. Yeah, I think I can see that. And you do all bits in parallel. Man, that sounds crazy for a Q2 though. That's where my mind is actually going, but it's like, nah, I don't do all that for Q2 with 7,000 people that accepted. But I guess I gotta stop looking at that, since everyone is like using AI, you know. It seems a little bit strange to have that though. Wait. I refuse to do prefix. No, it's not even just one or the other. It's like both of them combined, you know. But I guess they've had segment trees for Q2s in the past, so this isn't like that crazy, I suppose, right? Anyways, I think I'm so used to a certain format in LeetCode contests that I start to eliminate techniques based on like Q1, Q2, Q3. I don't know if that's a good habit, you know. Just a crazy author, yeah. Let's see what I can do, man. All right, so you say we have to keep all the bit things. Even though we just talked about this thing, Brett, I still am confusing myself, because we have to do all the bits. So we keep the sum of all the bits. We keep a mod 2 of all the bits, and then what, man? Wait, I mean literally prefix sum with just, yeah. I mean, all right, I'm gonna do what my gut tells me to do, and I don't know if it's right, man, but this is just an instinct move right now. Here we go. So I'll start this at 0. I'll do a even odd count. What should I call it? Even EO, even odd. Do the gut, yeah. You don't have time to think up there sometimes. You just have to do instincts. So how do I do this again? So if this number is even, then I'll say increment. If it's odd, decrement. Man, I forget how to do prefix sums. Let me think. I think for these prefix sums, I'll use a map, and I'm mapping a certain number in my sum here, and I'm mapping it to. Do I want a list of indices, or do I want the first occurrence of that indices? Even it says, I don't know, man, because it might not always be the first occurrence, will it? You know, so maybe I need all of them. Shit, I don't know what to do. My gut tells me I'm confused now. I think we should keep all of them. But I'm not sure. You are at a key part, yeah. Because if it was just one problem, like if there's just what's the longest length of even, equal, and odds, then I'd keep only the first number that I find. But since we need both, I think I should keep all of them in both XORs and in the even odd counts, and then somehow figure out how to do that. Make the key pair. Wait, what do you mean, Brett? Key pair? Like this? Make it a pair? Wait, that's crazy. I've never done that in my whole life. That's a crazy technique. Let me think about that, Brett. I mean, I see what you're saying, but then if it's a pair, can I even use a map or unordered map? Do I have to use a old map like that, regular map? Huh. But I'm trying to think. So if I did that pair thing, what would that mean, man? So I put the XOR and I put the sum as one pair. Oh, I see what you're saying, Brett. I see exactly what you're saying, man. Because then, hey, snap, Theo, thank you very much for the raid. Hey, what's happening? My name is Midnight Simon. I'm doing LeetCode, but I also love vibe coding, man. Let me show you what I'm building. Let me show you what I'm building right now. It's called Type Blazor, 100% vibe coded, man. Did not write one line of code, but it might be kind of jank right now. You guys want to help me test it out? Here's a link. It's only 15 player maximum right now, so only 15 people can get in here. This is like the biggest race I've ever done, man. Let me see if it even breaks 100% vibe coded. Oh Jesus. Oh shit. This is hard, man. Anyways, there you go. Dang, no one even typed. Everyone just left. Maybe it's broken for some people because it's vibe coded. I don't know. I want to join. It's only a maximum of 15 people right now. What keyboard is that? This is a Bubble 75. My browser broke. Oh shit. Hey, it might have broke. Hope it works for most people though. And then there's supposed to be like a 2-minute time limit for each thing, so if you don't finish in 2 minutes, it's just over, you know. What are you using for sync? What do you mean? Like the stack? It's C++ on the multiplayer servers, but the front end is in Vue, and I'm self-hosted on a dedicated server. I'm using Supabase. Everything basically with, I'd say 95% of it was with Opus 4.6 and like 5% with Codex, High Codex or whatever it's called. Codex 5.3, you know. And the whole idea behind the site is to have these little multiplayer races, but there is a championship race on the hour, every hour, and it's still a work in progress. But today's been pretty stable. Like today's probably the first day it's been working correctly. So every hour, if you want to race, you gotta come back on Type Blazer. Codex going over Claude Slop is a nice start. Yeah, I try and just have them review each other's stuff. Anyways, that is what's going on in my channel. Welcome to the party. Now I gotta go back to LeetCode, man. I got something in the works that's similar to this, actually pretty cool. Hey, very nice. What are you doing, man? Are you doing like a type racer thing too? Codex is good at fixing Claude's mistake. Hey, sometimes Codex will be able to solve some weird issues that I'm having that Opus doesn't solve the first time. So I find using both of them is a good technique, man. It's what? Anyways, thank you very much everybody from Theo's stream coming in here and trying out my little typing game. But right now, alright, Monday through Fridays I do vibe coding 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. every weekday. It's like basically my job. And then a few times a week I do these LeetCode streams. So it's LeetCode party right now. It ain't vibe coding party. Anyways, here we go. Alright, Brett, I don't know if you're still around, but I think I see how this problem is solved by using that weird double key in the map. I don't think I would have gotten that part. That's pretty interesting. Did you make that? I made Type Blazer, but I did not make LeetCode, man. You know, I'm just doing LeetCode problems. So I usually do C++. If anyone is a C++ enjoyer, you come to the right place. No, this, nah, I didn't do. I didn't make LeetCode, man. Here we go. So I'm doing like old virtual contests. I actually invented Google now, man. Come on now. Alright, so I'm gonna just call this MP. And you're saying that I just use both of the keys to find what I'm looking for, man. And then that way I don't need the vector. It's just one thing, right? It's just the first occurrence of this pair of ints that I'm looking for, man. I have never used this technique, Brett, and I'm gonna probably never forget this technique. I feel like this one should be a hard. Yeah, I think this one is pretty tricky. I'm not gonna lie. So here we go. I guess we do the XOR thing first. And then our target would just be the same XOR, I think. And then the even odds thing is done here. So then now I'm just looking for this pair, XOR and even odds. So if this is, if we find this in our map, that means we have a potential answer. Right? And then that's it. And then we have to put it in the map. So I don't know if this is the best to always be creating this pair, since we're using it like 3 times here. Maybe we can make whatever, man. It's LeetCode. Nobody cares about that. Just make it 3 times. Portnoy, how's it going? Just finished work since 8 a.m. Passing by, just say hi. Are we going to sleep? Hope we crush those LeetCode problems. Thank you very much, Portnoy. Enjoy the rest of your night, man. Get some rest. Alright, so we're just gonna return the answer like that. I think I understand this, but I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't think I can call it XOR. What are they talking about, man? Can I call it XOR? I'm gonna just call it XO. Hey, thank you very much for all those follows, everybody. Alright, let's see. Nah, I did not get it. Everything says 0, man. Why is that? That means we don't find anything there. Let me think. I'm looking for the same. Oh wait, I think I gotta insert. Initially, I gotta seed my map with 0, 0, basically. And do I put it at -1? I think so. Let me try that. No. This doesn't work. So I have another bug. Oh, I know what. I don't always put it in. I only put it in if it's not there. But I don't think. Let me see. I don't know if that was the problem. Alright, I got more bugs, man. Let me think here. So I put the 0, 0 in, yes. And then why, if this is not the end, that means we've seen this in the map. And then it's the maximum of those things. But where's my bug from? I'm just gonna start doing some debugging, because I'm not even sure we're finding anything here. Oh look, we found something. So maybe, come on, man. What kind of junk is this? I didn't even take the distance. That's the problem, man. Wait, right? Right? Send it. Alright, that one was easy once Brett helped me out, but I think it tripped me up. tripped me up a lot, man. I did not know how to do this. And let me actually think. I can't use an unordered map here, right? Because you can't hash the pair. I'd have to make some custom like hashing function. Let me just see if that would work. No. So is there any way besides providing some custom hash? Is there any way to make that work or no? Is there any tricks we can use? I guess we could use... No, I don't know, man. I guess this is the trick, huh? Now you know the tuple key. Yeah. Interesting. If... Alright. This would not have come to my mind. I would have done the other way that I started out doing with the unordered map. And mapping them to a list of all the vectors or all the places that they occur. But then I have to do some type of like cross-referencing to make sure that, you know, whichever one is first in both maps. But that would be a little bit messy, and I'm not sure if that would pass the time complexity. Cross-referencing sucks. Yeah, putting them together in a pair, very cool trick. Thank you very much for showing me that, Brett. All right, next we got Q3. Concatenate non-zero digits and multiply by sum, part 2. You are given a string S of length m consisting of digits. You are also given a 2D integer array queries where queries I is LR. For each queries I, extract the substring then perform the following. Form a new integer x by concatenating all the non-zero digits from the substring in the original order. If there are no non-zero digits, x equals 0. Let sum be the sum of the digits in x. The answer is x times the sum. Return an array of integers answer where answer I is the answer to the ith query. Since the answers may be very large, return it mod big prime. I don't understand the problem, man. So I guess it's the same as Q1, but more intense. So they give us S, and we form the new integer x by just removing all the zeros. Yeah, and then now we sum the digits. And what's this query? Extract the substring, then perform the following. Oh, I see. Dang. So is this another... Huh. Let me think about that. So... we need to form this new integer x, but there are zeros and we have to get rid of the zeros. Queries is telling us, man, but this could be up to 10 to the 5th. So we need to figure out how to pre-process this or something so that we can get like a string quickly. Or we can form x quickly, but I'm not sure. Nothing is coming to my mind immediately. Maybe... I'm trying to think of some way we can apply prefix sums here. Because prefix sums is a nice way to get the sum of a subarray, but I'm not sure how to apply that here. I suppose we could find... I'm trying to think, like, what do we really need? We need the sum of the digits, and I think we can find that with prefix sums. Prefix sums for sure, we can get the sum of the digits in here. but I'm not sure how we can get X easily. Let me see what the L, so L and R could be really large. All right. Dang, if they can be that large, then what the hell, man? Hey, don't defense. Type Racer. Hey, should we just do Type Blazer, man? I don't even think we need Type Racer these days, yeah? Or what? Who rated? I don't even want to say, but Theo rated, man. Theo, should I give a shout out? I don't know how to do shout outs, man. I don't know how to do that. Theo rated. Anyways. Type Blazer or Type Racer? Let's do another Type Blazer. You should probably do Type Racer. Wait, why? You may get 100 users. No. There's no one's here anymore. All right, let's try Type Racer. I actually paid for premium, so my racetrack can be a lot bigger. But that earlier race with 15 people, it works, man. I wish I didn't have this limit on there now, because it would have been a great opportunity to really test, you know, like how everything went. But I think it handled 15 people no problem. I might take out those limits, man. Maybe I'll put the limits like 300 people or something. Jesus, look at all these ads on Type Racer, man. Nobody wants this junk. That's because I'm not logged in. Nobody wants all these ads, man. Right? All right, here we go. First race is the warm-up. Second place is the championship round. I'll let Type Blazer cool off, man. But we're going to have to do a Type Blazer real soon for the championship race. All right, here we go. Oh, dang. we gotta do a new track, man, because I created this track on a guest account, then I logged in, and then now nobody is the owner of that racetrack, which is a annoying bug in Type Racer. My bad. But here we go. New racetrack. My bad. First race warm-up, second race championship round. Man, this passage is too long. Too long. 103. All right, that was just the warm-up. Championship race is about to happen. Morocco. Welcome to the party, man. Spain in the house. USA. Type Blazer, it's coming along, man. I can't wait until I finish it up more. Anyways, I can't wait to retire Type Racer. Hey, look, I paid for this damn website and they're still giving me ads, man. Get out of here, ads. You fix the things I found. I have a fix, but it's not in production yet. I haven't merged it because it changes a lot of things, you know. So I want the type blazer to run for a little bit because I think the championship race is finally working how I envision it to work. All right, here we go. Championship race. When I get my stock options, hey, you'll get some blazer books, and you'll get you'll see. Man, so many typos, man. 99, jeez. My drought is broken. Hey, I'm very embarrassed for putting up a 99 on the board, man. I'm so disappointed that I gotta do that. Alright, let me add that. 99 miles per hour. Oh shit, what has happened? Alright, here we go. Don't defense. Latest type racer champion. 99. That is his 65th win still. Haven't caught up to No Condom Chris. Man, I hope No Condom Chris is doing alright. He's been a regular in this stream for 4 years, man. And I haven't seen him in a few months. No Condom Chris has been out for 2 months and I still didn't catch up. Yeah, I hope he's doing okay though. Anyways, problem is that this time I always come from swimming so my arm hurts. Good to know. Alright, back to this Q3 that I'm trying to think of. So I've realized that we can use prefix sums for the sum of the digits. But how do we figure out the other stuff? The string, you know. He's probably taking care of many, many children. Hey, hopefully it's something like that. Or some, you know, who knows. Debo Chowdhury, what's happening? Where are you from, bro? Hello, bro. Where are you from? Sorry, I didn't see your message. I'm from Jamaica. All right, man. How are we gonna do this? I'm not sure. So we gotta do some type of processing. Prefix sums can get me the sum of the digits, but I don't know how to get the integer x. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Do you ever go to AI when doing LeetCode problems off stream? As a beginner, sometimes I have no clue and it seems reasonable to ask AI for hints about the solution. I personally don't. I don't really study LeetCode off stream. I only do it on stream. And I'm not studying LeetCode for any particular reason. Like, I'm not interviewing or anything, so my case might be a bit different. I'm doing this purely because I think I enjoy spending my time solving problems together on stream. But I do think having AI give you hints and guide you is a good way of using AI, man. Especially if you're stuck. I'm lucky to have people like Brett and Don't Defense and whoever else in Leet Whale, you know, in chat who can give me hints whenever I'm stuck. And they know my abilities, but I imagine if you don't have that, AI is probably pretty good at helping you out too. Alright, so how are we going to find this integer x in O1 time for each of these queries? I guess it doesn't need to be O1 time, but alright, 0 through 7. Basically, maybe we can... Man, can I just... Can I just take a substring, man? That's not gonna work because that could potentially be n squared, right? Sergeant Pepper, what's happened? Welcome. Um, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the whole string. Maybe... No, I can't think of anything, man. 0. Nothing is going on in my brain right now for how to find x from these queries. Absolutely nothing, man. Thinking of just taking a substring, but I'm pretty sure that is too slow. So there must be a nicer way we can do that. Concatenating all the non-zero digits. I wonder, since it's... I might have to give up, man. Because this is a little bit of a math trick. Oh, maybe that's why I'm stuck, because my math is so weak due to the modding. Huh. Yeah, even knowing it's a math trick, I can't figure out like what, because we get this, that's the whole string. How do we arrive at 1, 2, 3, 4 from this? Maybe we can count. No, I was gonna say maybe we can count how many digits in there, and then somehow you can know which place each digit should be and multiply that out. But then it's like the range could be so large, I guess you would have to do some type of modding to keep it consistent. But I think this problem is too hard for me. Suppose we forgot the zeros. Alright, if we forgot the zeros, it's still too hard. Because I know the substring is not going to work. And then how do I grow that number, you know? It's like you grow it by, you multiply it by 10 every time you grow it by one number. I guess you multiply it by 10 and keep modding it by this mod to get the number. And then once you have that, then you can divide to get the substring mod. It's like multiplying and dividing. I don't know. Mod M. Wait. Suppose you make an array where array I is the value of the number using digits 0 to I. Um, array I, where I is the value of 0 to I. Yes, I see. I see what you're saying. And then you mod it by M. Wait, the value of the number using digits I, and then you mod it by M. Yes. Then you can do a difference, like you said, but you need to multiply one part of a power by 10. Robin Brinkler, thank you very much for the follow. You can do a difference. Wait. We can, yeah, I might have to skip this one, Brett. I know I should probably do it because modding is not my strength, but I don't know if I got the energy to do this one right now. Hey, maybe we do elite rooms with some chill medium problems, man. What am I saying? Some chill medium problems, man. Because, all right, this one's too hard for me, but I think I see the like how it's a modding trick, and the only part I gotta figure out is the X thing. This author is crazy. I mean, we got Q2. Yeah, this contest was hard, man. I didn't even get Q2. If I actually took this contest, I would have only gotten Q1, and even Q1 was a little bit much. Oh, Type Blazer. Hey, Spooped it. Thank you very much for reminding me, man. I almost forgot. Alright, my alarm almost went off too, so let me just stop that. High Potential, what's poppin', man? Who writes LeetCode problems? Is it just the org company that devs them, or do they work with other orgs? Stephen Code Stuff, what's happening, man? Long time no see. Hope everything's well. Hey, High Potential, I think people write them. I'm not sure who exactly writes them. I think members of the community can reach out. Oh yeah, championship race in 1 minute. Type Blazer. Hey, Stephen Code Stuff. This is my vibe coded projects, man. And I think it's finally taking form, but not quite under development. So every hour on the hour there's a championship race. Here's the link. But you gotta be registered to do it. So we're gonna do this championship race right now. It's only me and Spoopdy. Hello, boss. Do you think LeetCode improved their thinking, made you smarter? I think LeetCode did a lot for me. So, yeah, I guess you could say I do 100% believe that. It has made me into a stronger candidate by improving my focus ability, improving my grit, improving my understanding of computer science fundamentals, and it has improved my problem solving abilities and a lot, man. Anyways, 10 seconds onto this championship race. Three of us in here. Oof. Almost got 100. I don't trust this vibe coded app. Is it going to steal my social security number? Hey, only if you put those things in there, man. Totally Civil with 79. Spoopdy 61. Very nice. Type Blazer, everybody. championship race on the hour, every hour. Lobby opens up at 55 past the hour. I think I found a bug. I believe you, man. You gotta let me know what the bug is. Simmons or Simons 9. Thank you very much for the follow. How do you get the passages? They are generated. AI generated, man. Sick. Totally civil. Thank you. Thank you so much. Alright, let's see. That's the last. So we've had a few championship races today, man. And they've all been kind of working. Anyways, back to LeetCode. Fluffy gonna make me practice? Yeah, Fluffy is fast. When it wraps around, you hit backspace enough times to go back to the previous line. It marked the last couple characters of the previous word as incorrect. Let me see if I can recreate that. Hey, let me make a note of this somewhere before we continue. There's also the report a bug button, which I'm not sure if it works. So many no winners. Yeah, if nobody shows up for the championship race, there's no winner, you know. And I think I just got the races stabilized like earlier today. So, all right, I'm making a note of that potential bug, Fluffy. You telling me if I decide to play once per hour on the off hours, I'll be #1? Hey, for now, you might be. But once everybody starts to recognize that that is what's going on, then maybe there might be more competition, man. I'm gonna do a lot of interesting things with Type Blazer. Once I'm pretty comfortable with the way it performs and all the bugs are squashed that I found, maybe I'm gonna try and reach out to some keyboard influencers or whoever, people that make YouTube videos on keyboards, and see if they will talk about Type Blazer a little bit and try and get like that hourly race thing going. That would be really fun. I'm gonna post it on Reddit and do whatever. Do you want to promote it? Hey, I might actually even pay for ads and advertise it or something. I just want to see how big we can grow Type Blazer as like a fun project. So do you think Blazer is a bad... Why is Blazer a bad name, man? Blazer is nice. I like Blazer. It's just a typing game, you know. Anyways, what are we doing, man? Should we do... It's generally not good to associate yourself to a substance for mass media? What are you talking about, man? It could be Trailblazer, it could be Blaze Pascal Blazer, it could be anything Blazer, you know. I'm not worried about having Blazer in the name. There's like a basketball team called Blazers or something. I don't watch basketball. Is there? Basketball. Oh, they're the Trailblazers. But this is a Type Blazers, man. Man, I'm not gonna go to jail because I have something that says Type Blazer. Think we'll be alright. Alright, Leet Rooms. 1 Leet Rooms. And then that's it. Does Leet Rooms work still? Man, I don't even have Leet Rooms. Do I? Yeah, I do. I'm not sure Leet Rooms works for me. Oh, here we go. All right. Close this window. Let's create a room. Just easies and mediums, man. 45 minutes. Create the room. Here's the code. Hey, Steven Code Stuff. Are you still doing LeetCode, man? Or are you like completely out the game? Like no more LeetCode ever again. All right, we got easy, easy, medium, medium. Damn, we got threesome. You can look at my profile. Hey, what is this invite button? What is your profile, man? It's gonna be 0 LeetCode for how long, man? Jesus Christ. You haven't done a LeetCode since 2024. That's almost 2 years, man. Or just about 2 years. Dang. I still haven't done as many problems as you, but very nice. It's been a while. All right. Easy Leet rooms. Minimum number game. Dang, you're working so late? Are you like on call and are you trying to catch up with work, or is it because you didn't work today and you have a lot of shit to do, or is it because it's just a busy time right now? Or I guess YouTube just went down yesterday, man, so maybe like everybody is going crazy over there trying to fix things. It's this thing that can only be pushed during off hours. Dang. Yeah, I don't know anything about that type of stuff. All right, should we do this problem? Because of some old stupid infrastructure. Interesting. Minimum number game. You're given a 0 indexed integer array nums of even length, and there is also an empty array R. Alice and Bob decide to play a game where in every round Alice and Bob will do one move. The rules of the game are as follows. Every round, first Alice will remove the minimum element from nums, and then Bob does the same. Now, first Bob will append the removed element in the array R, and then Alice does the same. The game continues until nums becomes empty. Return the resulting array. Either way, it sucks, and I'm watching you blaze this. I don't know if I'm blazing anything right now, man. But, so they want to remove minimum elements. Bob does the same. So we're going to sort nums. And then we're going to remove the first 2 elements until num. So I'll be like, wow. Wait, how should I do this actually? Should I just iterate through? Wait. Wait, I want to do it in chunks of 2, but I don't know what I'm doing, man. All right, I guess I'll do it like this. I iterate over every index in chunks of 2, and then I'll take. No, I don't like this because there's some edge cases, man. Like, what if it's not an even number in nums and it's odd? I guess if that's the case, I should just process the last number. All right, I'll do it in chunks of 2. And then I'm gonna say, Or should I start from I equal 1? Blazing saddles, man. I am not algo trained these days. The smallest number is nums I, and the second smallest, medium, I'll just call it medium, is nums. Wait, the smallest is I minus 1 actually. So these are those, and then they say Bob will now append the remove element, and so Bob goes first. So ants push back medium, small. And then that should be that. But then if there's like an odd number of elements, then we got to do the last number too. Right? Let's see. Yes. Should I send it? I will send it. Easy Q1. Let's do another easy Q2. Print in order. Suppose we have a class. First, second, third. Print first, print second, print third. The same instance of foo will be passed to 3 different threads. Man, I don't know anything about concurrency. Should I even try this one? I don't think I've ever tried a concurrency problem in LeetCode, but maybe it's a good learning experience for me. Alright, the same instance of foo will be passed to 3 different threads. Thread A will call first, thread B will call second, and thread C will call third. Design a mechanism and modify the program to ensure that second is executed after first and third is executed after second. Note, we do not know how the threads will be scheduled in the operating system, even though the numbers in the input seem to imply the ordering. The input format you see is mainly to ensure our tests are comprehensive. I don't know how to do this, man, but I'll do some bootleg stuff. I guess I'll be like did first or something, did second, and who cares about did third. Do I have to like, all right, this is, I guess this is more of just an open-ended question since I don't know anything about concurrency. But let's say this is a real thing. Do I have to like put a mutex lock on this boolean? Right? But I don't know the syntax how to do all that, man. And I don't even know like standard locks. Because if I did use mutex locks, it was like from internal Google libraries and whatever. I don't know how people do that in the wild, you know? And I just followed the guide. But anyways, I'll just see what happens here. Right? Because here we're like changing the value. So I feel like we should do a mutex, like this value guarded by some mutex, but I forget, I don't know how to do all that without looking it up. And I'll be like, I'll try submitting whatever I have now. But then how is it gonna wait? Should I even attempt this, man? Should I just look at the answers? Because if it calls it, anyways, let me see. Jeez, I'm just gonna look at the solutions here. I don't know what I just pressed. Print in order. Subscribe, yeah, right. Oh, let me look at Brett's, but Brett probably did in Python or something. I don't know Python like that. Why most of the solution using mutex are wrong. Yeah, that's what I think. Use a mutex, right? This guy know what he's talking about? I don't know. But this is what I think you do. You use a mutex on the thing, but I don't use that stuff regularly. Anyways, what's next? I'm gonna skip that problem. I'll do threesome. Threesome is a problem that everybody knows, but I don't even know if I can solve threesome. Hey, TV Josh, let me see what you're doing out here. Yield. I've never used that. Oh, that's some Java stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I don't do much concurrent stuff in C++, man. Like, I don't know it that well, but it's something I would like to know more. Oops. All right, threesome. This problem has given me trouble my whole life. I've never been able to solve this, but I will try. Given an integer array nums, return all the triplets nums I, nums j, nums k, such that I is not equal to j, I is not equal to k, and j is not equal to k, and nums I plus nums j plus nums k is equal to 0. Notice that the solution set must not contain duplicate triplets. Always struggle with this problem. I'm going to try and do it though. First thing is, I think I need to sort, and I think sorting will help me deduplicate things. I'm going to have to try and remember how to do this one though. So the first thing is I'll sort, and then now let me try and figure it out. So example 1, they give us -1, -1, 0, 1. Oops, 0, 1, 2, and 4. And then the answer is this. So I guess I'll have my I, I'll have like a J and a K or whatever. And I guess, man, how does this work? We're looking for, all right, 3,000 numbers. I don't even know how to do threesome. But I think if we add up I and j, that's -2, then we can do some type of search, or, man, how do you do threesome again? This would be -2, so our target would be like +2 for k. If we binary search that, we'd hit that 2, and then how do we get rid of duplicates, man? Anyways, let me think a little bit more. So if I got that, and then now I do this, 1 and 0, and I'm looking for that 1, so I find that 1. Maybe I have to like, skip something. Homeboy Penji, how you doing, man? I'm trying to do threesome, but I don't know how to do it. Everybody can do this problem except me, man. I swear, every time I try this, it's... Alright, let me show you how much I struggle with this problem. Look at my whole career. From 2020, I can't solve it. I don't know how I solved it this time. I got lucky or something. And then I've been trying to solve it for many years ever since. I probably got lucky in 2022 again. And then this is probably the one time I solved it for real, 2024. But I don't know how to solve it. Man, this screen is way more than I know about pretty much any of this. What? Oh, you mean like you don't know about these LeetCode problems? Alright, I don't know, Brett, if you're still around, man, I remember you actually taught me the trick to deal with the deduplicates in threesome, but I just can't remember how to do that. I remember it has something to do with sorting, and then, like, once you see numbers, you don't want to see them again, so, like, you just skip them. Anyways, barely even know what leak coding is. Yeah, leak coding is unnecessary evil, some people say. Man, it could be I'm running out of brain juice. It could be I'm regressing. It could be a lot of things, man. But here we go. So I'm gonna try this. So this is 2 pointers, I and j, and then the twosome is that, right? And then our target is going to be, I guess, 0 minus the twosome, or negative twosome, I guess, the opposite of twosome. And then if we binary search that, we could find it. But then how do we stop it from getting duplicates, man? Anyways, I'm gonna continue and see where I get stuck for real. I think I'm already stuck, but I don't even remember how to binary search lower bounds. And the target would be the target, right? And then if nums I, nums j, nums k. But then this is gonna lead to duplicates, you know? And then I think it's something like you just skip over everything. It's too hard, man. I'm telling you. Too hard for me. There's no K. It's just IT. The iterator. Dang, can't even get that one, huh? Because how do I stop the dupes, man? How do I even get that? This isn't even right, you know? Let me think. I can't believe after all these years I still can't solve threesome. First solve it with dupes, then we can get rid of them. Is this solving it with dupes? This is like, what did I do here? -1, so I found that one, and then -1, 0, 1, I found that one, and then it's going -1, 1. Oh, you know what? It's going, I see. It's going I, but this should actually be J plus 1. But I'm still having the duplicates right here. So now we're here. How would I manage these duplicates? I remember like once you do this, then maybe we just want to say like we don't even want to try that again. So it's like, well, I'm gonna try something weird. While nums k equal nums j, that's some weird stuff, man. I don't think it's gonna work because I still get these duplicates. How do I get that? So maybe I gotta. Alright, so I hit that -1, -1. And then I hit this one. You need to skip I dupes 2. How do I skip that nicely? Because this is like a weird skip. And I guess right here, I can just do the same thing. I don't know. This feels a little bootleg. That should be K. Very bootleg. All right. Maybe this goes out of bounds, man. Let me fix that and then see. Try to submit. Wait, if nums I equal nums I minus 1 continue, hey, that's a lot easier, Brett. But hey, I passed it, but I didn't think I would. I think I didn't remember exactly what to skip, but since you told me I gotta skip the eyes, I just did this weird thing. I'm not proud of this block of code, but it works. I like Q4. All right, let me try and do Q4. Generate random points in a circle. Dang. It's geometry or trigonometry or whatever. Let me see. Given this radius and the position of the center of a circle, implement the function randPoint, which generates a uniform random point inside the circle. Implement the solution class. Solution takes in a radius, x center, and a y center. Initializes the objects with radius of the circle radius and the position of the x center and the y center. Random point returns a random point inside the circle. A point on the circumference of the circle is considered to be in the circle. The answer is returned as an array x, y. Man, this is some real trigonometry stuff, right? So if we have the center, I used to know how, what do they call that? There's some math circle, man, with all the pi's and cosines. I forget the name of it, but I used to know that very well when I was in college. But I don't know, I don't remember anything anymore of how all that stuff works. But anyway, so they give us the center, x and y, and the radius. And now we have to give a random point inside the circle. I don't know how to do this, man. But I think it's like we need some cosines and stuff. Cosine and sine and SOHCAHTOA and pi's. I don't know. There's a mathy way and a sort of dumber way. Firstly, do you know how to generate a random number? I don't know it off the top of my head because it's not something I do regularly. I mean, I know it's like random times whatever, you know, and it would be a random number from, like, if rand gives you some random double from 0 to 1 and you multiply it by a random number, it would be that. So maybe we can do, I mean, if we have the center, solve the easier problem of finding a random number in a box. All right, around this time, I would bring out my Epic pen to draw, but I don't know if that thing works on Mac. So I don't know how to draw it without that. But all right, let's say let's say we have like this circle and this is the center, and maybe I want a random point between the radius on the x-axis and then a random point between like the radius on the y center or whatever. So it'd be like random from x center minus radius to x plus radius, right? So a random number between those two values, and then that would be inside the box, yeah? So now how do I make sure it's within the circle? So now I know that I don't know, man. Then keep doing that in a loop until it's in your circle. What? So wow. Oh man, that's all right. That's a little bit much for me. Yeah. Yeah, I see that. I don't think that is a nice solution that I'd be proud of, you know. Um, but if I were to try and find in the actual thing with the circle, so maybe I'll choose a random X radius first, and depending on where this lands, it would determine the range of my Y values. So if this number landed on a perfect center, like X center, then we can have a full range of Y radiuses. But if we were to land on an extreme edge, then the Y radius would be 0. So there is some type of thing that we can use to maybe do that, right? Wait, yeah, but there's an issue. Not all Y's are equally likely. Yes. Let me think. I can show you how to do this, but it's harder. Wait, all right, Brett, without saying much else, do I have to know SOHCAHTOA stuff like tangents and sines and cosines and pies or whatever to find that length? Or are you talking about some other type of math? Because that's where my mind is going. But then I don't know actually. You can do it the trig way. Yeah, that's where my mind is definitely going to the trig way. But it's like I forgot all the trigonometry I've ever learned, man. And I think I used to be somewhat okay at that. The trig is the easy part, yeah, if you remember it. I don't remember it though. Trickier part is choosing the radius. Huh. You gotta choose a radius. Man, I really need my X. Maybe I can do Excalidraw for now. Pretty sure it's been 7 years since I did it. I'm pretty sure it's been 17 years for me, man, or something. 16 years. Hey, how do I get dark mode, man? It's so bright. Here we go. You can't just do rand from 0 to radius. Not even for one of those points, like the X radius. I thought doing it for one thing. All right, let me try and see. All right, like let's say we have this. Dang. Can I draw a perfect circle? Let me try. Not perfect, but man, that's not good. All right, one more. One more. That's as good as it's gonna get. Isn't there a circle button? Yeah. What's the fun in that though, man? All right, there's a circle button. All right. So I'm thinking if we chose a random X and then like let's say we chose that X. That means our Y can only be basically 0. But then it's like depending on that, like let's say we chose this X points. That means our random Y can be from here up to there, right? Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's not truly random, is what you're saying. Yes. I was more thinking of not necessarily randomness, but just trying to get a dang point in the circle. But if I did a random on the whole axis, it's not going to be truly random. Yes, because each point has more values. Like if I was dead center, then there's so many more potential X points here that it's likely something like that. Yeah, it's not uniformly random. So that is not a good way of doing it, is what you're saying. So then, all right, let me see what you're saying. What else? Doing it from 0 to 2 pi for the angle is allowed. Oh, so you're saying from 0 to 2 pi. Wait, that's how it works. Like if this is 0, I forget how pi's work, man. That's 2 pi, right? So that would be 0 and 2 pi right here. And then this is like pi. This would be like pi over 2. Is that how it works, man? Yeah, 2 pi. Yeah. All right. I just wanted to make sure. 2 pi is 360. Yeah. And you wait, but 0 points right, and you go counterclockwise. Did I go the wrong way? Like this would be pi over 2, and this would be pi, and this would be like 3 pi over 2, is what you're saying? Either way. All right, so you're saying we pick a random point. Oh, I think I see what you're saying now. Usually x1 0. So usually this is 0. This is pi over 2. This is pi. And then 2. Anyways. Wait. this side. Yeah. And then pi over 2. Oh, yeah. Pi. 3 pi over 2. And then 2 pi. Finally. All right. So you're saying we pick a random point from 0 to 2 pi. And then from that random point, we can do some math. And the math would be the sine. All right, the sine of that random point would give us the y-axis, and then the cosine. Is that how it works? I forget. Would give us that. Cosine is for the x, and sine is for the y, right? Yes, it's coming back to me, man. It's coming back to me. So random pi points, and then cosine that multiplied by whatever radius or whatever, right? Off center type thing times 2, or maybe whatever I'm saying. I think I got it. I think I got what you're saying, Brett. So this is the trigonometry way to solve it, which is what my mind was going towards. But you're saying there's another way that doesn't involve trigonometry, that is only math. Wait, so you pick the points on the circle. You need to choose how far from the center. Oh. So we're not done yet because it's not truly random. So you pick the point on the circle. Oh, you're saying I need to pick a point like on this line. Somewhere on that line. So then, is that like a tangent or something? I forget how to calculate that, man. But if we have the sine and the cosine, then we can do something and we get that line, and then radius time cos. Okay, radius time cosine. Oh, and then we pick random number of those values. So our cosine would be like this. You need to pick R. Oh, I see what you're saying, man. I see what you're saying. Yes. And then whatever we pick there. Wait, the radius is whatever they gave us, yeah? Yeah, the radius. So then that's, wait, not all. Oh, dang, man. Not all's. So you actually solve this problem like a true random circle. How do they check that? They actually did it right. Because I'm sure lots of people probably submitted this where it's not a uniform random, huh? Some kind of trick ass question. All right. The box with the random numbers. That's a true random. That's nice and easy. The uniform is the tricky part. Hey, Paulo Franklin's, what's happening, man? We're getting a little lesson from Brett about trig and math and stuff. So not all R's are likely equal. That's crazy, man. I don't know if I'm ready for all that intense math. Hey, Brett, how do you remember all this math, you know? Don't you forget all these things after it's been like a long time since you've studied? Or like I don't imagine you studying math every day, right? I've forgotten a lot. Okay. Because I don't remember anything, man. Hey, BetSimp, what's happened? I'm remembering maybe for my kids. Yeah? You think your kids are going to want your help on math homework, BetSimp? I'm going to tell you, man, it's probably unlikely that the kids want your help. They just want to do things their own way sometimes. You can't tell them nothing, man. Anyways, I studied a lot more math. Yeah, I didn't study that much math. All right, man. So, a mathematical turtle. What's happened? Yeah, lots of math enjoyers in the chat. But I want to be able to help if they do. Yeah, I suppose that's good. That's good. Hey, Betsim, do you think you would push your children to do like USACO or Math Olympiad or stuff like that, even if they didn't really show an interest? Or what do you think? Or you don't really care about that stuff? Pretty sure I stopped at calculus. I wish I continued with linear algebra. I took a linear algebra in college. I think I have a minor in math, but I don't remember much. I don't remember anything about linear algebra, differential equations, who knows. I'll try to develop an interest when they are young and see if it sticks. I mean, my kids can't play in the NBA, so I don't have a lot of options. You forget whether you have a minor? I think I do. I think you have to apply for it. But it's so long ago, Brett, and it's like, what is a minor even for? It doesn't serve any purpose except it goes on your I love me wall, right? I don't have one of those walls. I think most engineers have a minor in math. I remember when I was going through college, they told me, hey, if you just take one more math class, you'll get the minor. And I was like, all right, I'll just take whatever as an elective. But it wasn't like something I was super proud of because I felt I just got it automatically. Art of Problem Solving releases them from the NBA. You never know, man. You just make them train 3-point shots all day. Anyways, I think my brain is not ready for any more problems right now. And I think during this stream, I solved my 1500th problem and I didn't even take a damn screenshot, man. I didn't even get to see the number. Nice 1500 on there. I'm a bit disappointed I forgot to take the screenshot. Can't go back now, man. Something stuck, but there was a big gap between math after calculus. I really enjoy math too. I think math was very fun while I was studying it, like in school, but I don't think I remember much. I remember enjoying math class, and I remember being somewhat okay. Like, I get good grades in math, especially on the math tests, you know. Maybe I didn't do my homework, but I would do good okay, like, on the math test. 8 away from 500, I really have fallen off the bike. Hey, Spoopdy, you've done 500 problems? Bumping, man. There's a lot of LeetCode problems out there. Anyways, what should we do? Dang, should we get ready for the championship race? And then I gotta go. Let me see. Maybe that's what we should do. Type Blazer. Next race, next championship race in 6 minutes. I'll just chill until then. Unix Pro 1970. How you doing, man? There was a time where I was really in the weeds. I've gotten lazier. Need to burst out of this rut. Hey, Spoopdy, what are your current goals, man? Do you have something that you're working towards, or are you just kind of chilling? You go to work and you do your job and you go home and you eat some popcorn and you chill, you know? Or are you like working really hard towards some goal that maybe you've put off because you feel like you've gotten lazy? I'm curious if you got big dreams or what, you know? Anyways, how much time? 5 minutes. Championship race lobby opens up at 55 past the hour. And then after this, I'll find somebody to raid, and then I'm out of here. Tomorrow morning, I'll be on again doing some vibe coding. And I think, alright, this whole Type Blazer website has been a big, giant experiment for me. I wanted to build this site without writing any code. You got championship working again. Yeah, it was just some database migrations I had to run. Definitely eating popcorn. Yeah, I'm trying to get another job in Washington so I can be with my girlfriend. I've been considering getting my master's degree, but I'm already in the field. I don't know if I need to. Cybersecurity might be more up my alley. I see. Wait, I had this tab AFK for a couple hours. Good testing. Interesting. Oh, you're in it. Very nice, man. So, Spoopdy, you trying to get a job, like LeetCode type of job, like grinding LeetCode to get a job, or are you not interested in maybe those big tech companies? Steven Sagiball, what's poppin'? All right, we got 4 minutes until the championship race. Yeah. I'm trying to make money before I run out of money. That's my goal right now, man. I look at my bank account and it's shrinking real fast without any income. I like LeetCode because I like learning and trying to keep sharp. I'm not wanting to get into high-tech companies like that. I see. Thanks. So you're doing LeetCode for like, you're really doing it for fun or learning or something. That's that's interesting. I literally the only reason I started LeetCode was just it was all about the money for me. But then I actually enjoyed doing LeetCode now. What's the struggle for LeetCode King find another job? Hey, I'm not any LeetCode King, man. Um, but I don't want a job, man. I don't like going to work for things I don't care about, man. It's it's a weird feeling like trying to care about something you don't care about. And it's nice to get paid, but I don't think I don't think money is like my main objective in life. Of course, I need a certain amount of money to live my life, but I'd like to do other things than just chase money. And I think at Google, I was getting paid a lot, but I wasn't pursuing what I wanted. I was just doing it because I get paid a lot. I don't actually care about policy enforcement or whatever they had me doing. Money doesn't matter until you don't have any. Um, yeah, it, that's how I feel sometimes. There are more important things than money, like generating uniform points in a circle. Yeah. Who needs money if you can do that, man? Um, I'm not chasing money. I'm trying to spend time with my girl, contributing my skills to higher education, and enjoying the family I have. All right. I'm not trying to pursue money, but I would like to make a lot of money. But I want to make money by doing something I want to do. Even if you had enthusiasm, it eventually leads to enshiftification. Wait, what? Enshiftication. What? Yeah, what does that mean? I'm not sure. Shaggy, what's happening? My ultimate goal is to just create something useful that has a positive impact on people's lives and the community around me. That sounds a little bit cheesy, but I think I really believe that, man. I'd be so happy if by the time I'm 60 years old, I've like done a lot of positive for people and also my bank account. Anyways, championship race. So slow on this site because the passages are not that easy. No racing cars, not yet, man. Wait, like toilet paper? What? Oh, what are y'all talking about? I think I'm doing good now. So I want to continue forward that momentum. Very nice, very nice. Just ripped a dab, about to blaze this type race. This type blaze, man. This type blazer. Hey, Shaggy. Very nice. Bronze medal. Thank you, everyone, for doing the championship race. I'm going to be trying to do this championship race every hour that I'm awake, man. I have my dang alarm set. I got my wife texting me anytime it's a championship race. She texts me like, hey, man, you better get going. But I still miss a couple of them. Hey, Howling, what's up, man? Bug, no fair. I couldn't backspace on the last character. Oh no. Alright. Can't backspace on the last character. I will try to remember that bug. In fact, I'm gonna make a note of it right now. Here we go. And then I gotta go. Hey, Howling, are you gonna go on right now? I'll raid you right now, man. Potential typing bug. Can't backspace on the got an error. Alright, thank you very much. I think the champion race is a good idea. It's nice to know something consistent like that is happening. Yeah, so after Sharn, dang, 15 minutes. I guess I'm not gonna wait around for that, man. Alright, let me find somebody to raid, and then I gotta go hang out with Blaze Pascal after I raid somebody. Bomb party until the howler is on? No, man, I really gotta go. I've been going to bed too late. Hey, who else is doing LeetCode? I gotta try and influence more people to stream LeetCode, man, because I don't have anybody to go raid right now. Seems all the LeetCode streamers are chilling these days, man. No LeetCoders, come on. We're gonna go have to raid somebody doing something else. Should be, hey, Howling, you should just go on right now and then go shower or something. Should we just go raid Howling anyways? What about vibe coders? Hey, what about vibe coders? Should we look for some? Shower after stream, yeah. Shower after the stream, man. We could hit, alright, I'm gonna just hit coding with strangers. That's who we're going for, man. He's a funny guy. Oh, wait. I take it back. Howling says he's about to go on right now. So we got to go raid Howling. Sorry. Coding with strangers. Hey, we're about to go raid Howling right now. So you better go online by the time the raid gets there. I want to see you live. So I'm going to start the raid right now, though. You got 60 seconds or however long the raid takes. You better hurry up, man. Alright, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. It's been very fun. Who cares about money when we can generate a random point on a circle, man? That's the true meaning of life. K, Little Pixel, thank you very much. Have a good night. Shaggy756, have a good night. Howling, we'll see you soon. We're about to raid you whether you're on or not. Leet Whale, Spoopdy, Unix Pro 1970, Steven Saget Ball. Have a good night. Host Kanye. What you talking about, Host Kanye? Everybody else, Ricky Wong. See you later, man. See you in the next championship race, maybe, or something tomorrow. Have a good night, Brett. Thank you so much for the help, as usual. Much appreciated. Paulo Franklin's, good luck in your interview in a few days. Everybody else, Bet Simp, see you later. Thanks for stopping by. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. And everybody, if there's anybody on YouTube, have a good night. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're about to go raid Howling. He might not even be online, but just stick around because he's going online real soon and he's going to be taking over the LeetCode.